we are going into our lower brackets finals, which is going to be between Illusion versus Exquire. So Illusion spelled with an E, and Exquire also spelled with an E. So it's going to be the battles of the E this time round.
True enough. And curious to see how this is gonna pan out. Again, do we already get the what map they're gonna be playing in, or
I think
not
we
yet?
are gonna be seeing a bind, I believe. Yeah.
Okay.
So I mean, either ways, I don't think we will see too much of a change coming up from both lineups. Although, it might be slightly different for Illusion because they are playing. They played Split and Bind are two completely different maps in terms of the utilities needed, as well as how they're gonna defend the retake. So we might see even more Sovas because of how huge the bomb sites are on Bind as compared to Split.
That's true. Get that information again. I would love to see more duelists though, because then
Yeah.
you'd know that a lot of these teams really go very aggressive and very ham. But mostly, at least from what I'm seeing here in the Versus Masters, summer series, the SG teams that we're spectating and casting as of now play very methodical and very controlled. Like they use a lot of agents that block out vision and choke sites with their choke angles with their utility. Ergo, the Brimstone and the Omen, as well as the Sage, really does give a lot of options for these guys to more easily push these particular sites, especially with what we saw, on Split. But now Bind, I'm hoping to see, maybe we see more Jets, maybe we see more raises here again. That's just me.
Yep, absolutely. And we're just gonna take a look at our lineup once again to remind you guys who just joining us on the Versus Masters that this is Exquire's squad. We got Maxi, Rev, Liquid, Kurunai, and Muxon. And or rather Mask On as his IGN is in game. Really cool play of name given that we are supposed to wear masks, but it is what it is. Let's just take a look at the lineups, and this is Esquire's lineup. They are going to go up against Illusion, which unfortunately we don't have their beautiful handsome faces. So yep, just leave it to your imagination.
I mean, you can probably imagine them as the faces of the agents already, But it's fine.
I think it would be pretty cool. It might be a little bit of a cosplay moment. But yeah, once again, I've got to remind you guys that we are doing a giveaway. So, our winners of the competition, or rather of the Versus Summer Series, will walk away with the HyperX Cloud Stinger Core 7.1. But we haven't forgotten about you viewers at home, because we're talking about HyperX here, which is the gaming brand committed to making sure that every gamer feels included. No matter who you are or what you play, we are all also gamers. So what do we have in store for you? Well, we are talking about the HyperX Cloud Alpha S or the HyperX Alloy Elite 2. And all you have to do is go onto the link in your screen right now, and you can go on there and take part in our giveaway. We'll announce the winners after this entire game is done, or not this game, but the entire competition is done. But before that, we are about to jump into our lower brackets grand finals. Are you ready?
I'm ready. Are you ready, Eris?
I can't hear you. Okay, just a little bit of a SpongeBob reference there, but yeah, we are playing on
SpongeBob is universal, transcends all ages, transcends all religions,
it does.
all races.
There are even anime versions of it. I just saw the they tried to copy that.
Yeah, the new there's like a anime short.
Yeah. That was super. They got pretty much the whole story in line. That was pretty much quite accurate, to be honest. Like every single Naruto fight scene plot ever. But yeah, we're a little bit of a segue there. We digress. But coming back onto Bind, how do you think Illusion's gonna play differently?
I don't know.
I don't know. I feel so comfortable on this couch. And for those who are at home who are wondering why I constantly look to the left, because Asurai's face is on the left. I have a screen here that shows Asurai's face, and he's on the left.
I mean, we're casting from two different locations, very different locations actually.
Yeah, but it's
all good. That's why we got the interwebs, the online.
Yeah, and what better to bind us together than the map itself? It is gonna be the lower bracket finals. Like I mentioned, this is gonna be the best of one. So no mistakes, like Astra likes to say. But Illusion gonna be starting off on the defending end. Well, Exquire.
Yeah, can we get a quick tab from the observer, please? Because I'm looking at it, and oh my gosh, EXR, I believe has swapped out. Who is? I think they swapped out. Never mind, actually.
Yes, correct. So
it's
to Spy, Spy is the one that kind of swapped out. I think. I was swapped in per se. So Spy is playing the Phoenix.
There we go. They did me a solid. So EXR is gonna be playing with that duelist. Love it.
Yeah, a little bit of a difference there. And obviously, as they're playing on the custom mode, they will know whether they're on the attacking or defending end, so that might just affect the choices here. But Spy gonna kick things off, the newest addition to the lineup, getting the first frag in. Although he doesn't manage to follow that up because Rem's gonna get the headshot in. The classic Ref just sneakily hiding onto elbow as Rem tried to push through the smokes. Not the wisest of choice, but it's a 3v2 now.
That's the kind of I got your back thing that you don't really want to happen. What a timely jump from Rev there. The last two members is just charging him, but he's not letting up at all. Oh my god, he's just like crouching and jumping and dodging the bullet. Okay, a little bit of the John Wicks, anybody there in the chat, but that still will allow EXR to get themselves that quick, clean retake, only losing 3. And even though, you know, it's going to be a plan for Illusion, EXR still get themselves that round and at least should be able to get themselves this next one as Rev does buy himself up a Phantom.
A little bit of a heavy investment coming up from Musk on Maxon, as I don't know if he prefers to be called by his IGN or the name that he kind of submitted, but
I mean, is he gonna take the mask off? No?
Oh, we'll see. But I'm just gonna call him Maxon for now, and he's gonna be playing on that. Sage?
Not sure if you got my reference there. It was a song, you know.
A little bit of R&B going on. Is it R&B or rap?
I think it's rap or hip hop.
Yeah.
Okay, Rem taking out the Cypher trap there. He's popping a couple of shots to see if somebody's under hookah. And this is the Illusion. Forcing themselves outside of hook. Actually, they haven't pushed in yet. They're just using utilities. Maybe baiting in a rotation from Esquire. And then they're just gonna maybe, you know, hop onto a teleporter. Or they're going for a double fake, which is put their utilities on B, slow it down a little bit, force Illusion to maybe put more bodies on A and then push out on B, but it seems like all these heavy thinking from me, not really going to be the case. Liquid is just going to pop out, get himself a nice, you know, easy 3K, and round taken by X-Square.
It's the name, right? Somehow you've got to do a little bit of a pause to make sure that the name's pronounced correctly.
I know.
But a little bit of a switch up coming in from Esquire, bringing in, or rather introducing the Brimstone.
This goes here.
Working out perfectly for them right now over the Esquire.
Ah, this is a nice spot.
A little bit of a switch off because Max is now playing onto the Jet, so it's a complete change on Esquire's part in terms of the agents as well as the lineups.
Yeah, but granted, the reason why he's going to be playing on the shower side is that Maxi is on the Bucky, so you want to again, you know, kind of just close the gap in terms of distance between your target. So Bucky, very potent at this range. Right click headshot is massive, and if you're close enough, left click to the body will definitely take you out. Oh, he spot up one. Actually has a pretty nice angle there. The wall banks did not connect at him at all. Chip's gonna go use his camera, spot out Maxi, and he will be able to at least use his cloudburst for a little bit of that cover, but he got too antsy and he got punished for that one. Mask on, push this out, mask off. Ooh, very fast maneuver. Uses the teleporter to save himself and then just go for another retake. Rev, wait, that was a headshot, right? Why would it not kill? Anyways, though, he still got himself a good chunk of damage already. Liquid gonna be the last guy on A, and leaving it only to Mask On. Coming in from spawn to try to get that clutch, but not gonna happen. Just save the Phantom, live to fight for another round.
Pretty straightforward round for Illusion right there. A little bit unfortunate for Maxi on the Bucky, like you said. And the thing about holding a shotgun that's not the judge is that you're too afraid to pull off the shot, because if you miss it, you pretty much know you're gonna, you're just gonna get fragged on. So that's the thing about holding a Bucky, is that you gotta make sure you're dead on for your first shot. If not, you're just gonna pay the price for whiffing it. So a little bit of a hesitation for Maxi there to pull the shot off the Bucky.
Yeah, agreed. Well, at least that's gonna give Illusion, a almost flawless round, plus the spike plant and 4 weapons saved up. I think, we just clicked the tab button. That was 4 rifles that they're going to be able to use into the next round. And let's see what's the economy here for Esquire. It is a little bit in the dumpster, but that's not going to stop Maxi from going in and buying himself a heavy shield and an operator. He's still going to push through showers here.
I mean, that's the reason. That's the reason why he went for the Bucky. So he could afford that full buy on the operator.
Oh wait, I think that was just a visual bug. I think if you see the overhead, he was having a Phantom, but if you press the tab button, it still should be the operator.
Yeah, I think he bought the operator. Yeah, because if not, it doesn't make sense for him to buy the Bucky in the second round when all of his teammates were on Phantoms.
True.
What do you think about the play from Illusion though? Because they're playing so differently as compared to Split, whereas they're no longer as pushy around the utilities in Split. Whereas this time around, they're playing a lot more respect to Illusion.
I mean, they definitely have to respect it because these corners are so deadly in Vine compared to Split. That was a blind headshot with the judge. I think he only saw like a sliver of the stage there, and he still hit a head. Beautiful defense there from Liquid and teammate. He will get a heal, but Rem was right underneath him, catching him from under, sweeping him under his feet. It's not the romantic thing, it's the actually horrific thing that was happening there from Rem. Now he's already sneaked his way up here on the other side of Container. As he flashes out, he's going to be able to fight out, get a couple more targets. Looks like it's going to be no, as the defense solid coming out from Esquire. And it's going to be a 3-1 here on Vine.
Good round coming from Esquire. The full buy working out pretty well for them. That could have been a really bad round if they lost it, because they kind of just pretty much pushed the economy right there. A little bit of a dodgy play, but it worked out. Double shot, double judge kill coming out from Liquid onto Hooker. Didn't really lose too much there. I think only a couple of them got shot down, and Maxi does keep his heavy armor as well as the operator, so nothing really too much to complain. And so far both teams just pretty standard play throughout, although Illusion definitely could have done a lot better on that B push.
So they're gonna replicate that play once again. Kenser is on the forward position. They will have control of Hookah. That is a weird wall. I'm not sure if it bugged out or something, or maybe they just really did that so that Spyco can have that angle and get down Kenser. But it worked out in the end, at least for Esquire for the moment. Leaving them into that 4v5. There's still a lot of bodies right outside of B main, while members of Esquire are playing just passive. Now rotating the Brimstone. With 4 to 5 seconds, still plenty of time. Figure out what's happening. Wraps it up on the box. Does get a trade-off here. And now activate to run it back. And here we go. The pop star going aggressive. He knows one. He has the vision. He can actually shut them down. Beautiful follow-up from Mateus. And this will lock down the B side for Illusion.
They're gonna follow up just all the flashes in. And it's going to be down to Maxi to make something work out for this team. But it's more important that he stays alive because he's got the operator. He marks the area. He knows that someone's there, but just too much risk of revealing his area. And I think he's really going for it. Gets the first shot, but Mateus is going to have the back of his teammate there. A little bit of a whiff coming up from Muxon, to be honest, at the A copy, or the B copy, where he should have just taken out the Phoenix ulti, and the fact that the Phoenix ultimates, the running back is just such a useful tool to scout out. the site, and the fact that Muxon didn't take out the running back earlier just gave so much information to Illusion. They know that there's someone, and Kabi, he still managed to go into the site. He relays the information back to his teammates saying, there's only one. And that gave the team the green light to push out of Kabi itself. Or rather not Kabi, but out of Hooker itself.
So it's Esquire gonna be using the jet knives, and they're pushing right outside of Shower here as a 4-man. This could actually overwhelm the Brimstone, who has the spike. The timing is gonna be crucial, but once he peeks out, that's gonna be they even drop the spike. That is a beautiful play coming in from Esquire, and this has locked it down. Illusion have to adjust, and they are gonna have to peek through Maxi, who is in close range playing with the knives. And you know what happens here. Right click, right click, right click. Ace. We've seen it happen time and time again in highlight videos, and this is very powerful. A 3-man stack as well for Esquire here. They're backing away. They're still respecting that their opponents have the weapons, but Spyco is using his run it back to get more information as well as draw out that timer. Gonna spot the one. This is not done just yet. Mask On has rotated from Shower up onto Short. Could be fatal here. What a combo! Maxi and Mask On, the double M's, just massacring, murdering the members of Illusion, leaving it only to the Omen, who they know already is right outside of tunnels. The crossfire will rain there, and it's not going to happen. Mateus cannot clutch, and that was just beautiful from Esquire.
Yeah, a bit of a gamble pushing out of these showers, but or the A showers, and it just worked out so well. And like you said, they caught the Brimstone off guard, which I felt like they could have done a lot better there. I mean, they had the Cypher traps to protect the Brimstone, and the thing about putting your spike on the person that's going to be pushing in from the back, and you don't protect him, I mean, that was just a perfect example of what could happen if you don't really, protect your backs there. I mean, obviously they didn't know that, they didn't expect someone to push out of showers, but you are playing against the best of the best here. So you need to always be on guard. But here comes the Hail Mary push coming in from, not exactly the Hail Mary, but a little bit of the push on the eco round with Sheriffs.
He sees the molly, pushes a little bit more forward on the container, and that double smoke. Okay, I see something. Ooh! Mateus, very ballsy, using the shrouded step over the container. Okay, I see you. There's going to be a lot of the traps as well. They walled up the other side, so it's going to have to be a push onto the left, and revealing the power of the use that flash to get over the angles here. Really, really strong. Where is the stage? He's tucked in onto on B Cubby. They know where he is now, and he can't really do too much. He's going to drop a couple of the weapons, but at least that was a plan secured here from Illusion. They're going to be able to plant that spike down, at least get some economy back on the next round.
Yeah, it's quite of an expensive round for Esquire, if you think about it, right? Getting 2 men down. I mean, they are still in a very healthy state of economy, but I think that was still a decent job on Illusion's part to do some damage. They also managed to, I wouldn't say bait out, but Esquire did expand the Sage ulti there.
Yeah.
So I mean, on Illusion's part, for most of this game so far, their idea has been to commit to one side, and I would say that they did a really good job up to the point where the B showers push come in. But talking about the push, Rev, shoulder by shoulder, he goes right past Rev, and Rev is gonna get backstabbed right there. But Mascon is gonna trade it off onto the Phoenix. Once again, Illusion not exactly working out. Whatever plan they have in their head just got shut down by Esquire, and I don't know.
The timing on that. I thought he saw it because he looked to the left and he was like, maybe just push forward and let the other teammates deal with the opposing Brim pushing. But well, now we know that he actually did not spot it. And
yeah, but why did the Brim walk back though? That's the question. Because he's really committed to sneaking past the smoke.
I don't think he knew that somebody would actually walk past him.
Yeah,
that was
true. I think that was pretty much the same for both players. And that's why they kind of just rubbed shoulders there in the smoke. And once
True.
again, well, we did mention that they're playing a little bit more respect to the economy, to the utilities. But Illusion, I guess old habits do die hard, and you are seeing them starting to push through those smokes, playing a little bit impatient. Not waiting for the smokes to go down before pushing it through. And I guess on their end, they're trying to catch their opponents off guard, but Xquire just so disciplined.
I mean, as long as you can navigate through the smoke and not do it every single round, it adds a certain amount of pressure to your opponent. It's not only that you're going to be able to make these really good plays, like what is Spiko's doing. He's able to get like 2 kills out of nothing there. But also the fact that you're conditioning your opponent to fear the smokes here. Like, it's not only just the the tactical advantage there, it's also the mental strain that you're putting to your opponent. It's like, oh, we're gonna be scared of the smoke because there's a chance that members of Esquire is gonna just keep pushing aggressive here.
I think the same goes for Xquire because they're starting to anticipate that Illusion likes to push those smokes, and yes, there are a couple of rounds where it did work out, but the frags didn't translate into the win, like the round wins. So
Sure.
I think Xquire now, they're just starting to get that confidence boost. And well, we do see Max trying to get that early op shot out of Hooker. Missed on the retake as well, and this could be costly.
Oh no, he's dead!
Oh!
Wow, what an entry from Illusion. Perfect use on the ultimates there. I'm just like out of words for how clean that was. Tensor does take out Spiko. A lot of ultimates will be used.
No!
Rev is going to be getting 2 kills from that one. Beautiful communication with his teammate to tell, just push through the teleporter and you're able to get 2 kills for yourself. You can hit the shot, and he does. So this is very winnable for the defending side. They only have to at least find the first frag, and maybe it'll all come tumbling down afterwards. 2v1, not going to happen, and Illusion finally getting themselves around after all of that kerfuffle.
Yeah, it's all about the trade-offs, right? When it's 3v2 on the retake, all you have to do, I mean, not exactly a sacrifice, but just make sure that you get the refrag if your teammates go down, and you should be good for the retake, and that's what we saw happen right there. But once again, really good push coming in from Illusion to get the kill onto not only the Sage, but I think the Cypher that was revived. So yeah, a little bit of a wasted ultimate, but I would say that Xquire are still in a very healthy state in the game. 7-3 on the defending end. Given that Bind does, I wouldn't say favor, but it does give the attacking team a little bit of the edge to get the spike plant down. Do you think that the agent's choice, or the choice of agents lineup, does contribute to the fact that Xquire is winning?
Definitely with the Phoenix it does, because Phoenix just allows you to. Phoenix is like a strong arm agent here. You use him if you want to aggressively get control on areas where you might be a bit more afraid, because Phoenix is a high reward, low risk type of agent, especially if you have to run it back. And he really does get that value off of them. They know that a couple of members of Xquire are here on B Garden, so that's why we're seeing so many smokes. Now Spiko is alone by himself. He's gonna get the flash out. Oh, okay, Kage.
I know exactly.
Here I am. And he just spots him out. Still does get the kill though. But Spike has been planted. Mascon gonna be coming from the side here. He's gonna be able to transition onto his opponent. Yes, he does. And Esquire, even though they got into a messy fight about it, they still survived with 3 members and a defuse on the Spike.
Yeah, that's gonna be the first half down.
Still need 1 more round, I believe.
Oh yeah, there's. So last round before the spike swap. I'm not sure about the economy, but yeah, it does look like Illusion's gonna have to force buy here. Spectral onto Mateus. Chips is not gonna be able to get the heavy armor. Same goes for Kage, who forces onto the Phantom, but settles for the light armor himself. So yeah, not exactly the healthiest state where Illusion could be in. And none of them have yet to be able to break into that double-digit kill. Whereas if you look at Xquire, 13 kills on both the top fraggers, and now Spy is gonna pull 1 away from his teammate, getting the kill onto Ram.
Definitely running away with this one. But as I said, Eris, at the start, when we started this broadcast, if you're able to win the pistol round on the second half, you're still have a chance to get back, even though it's gonna be maybe a 9-4, or sorry, not 9-4, 9-3.
Yeah, Nitro.
There's still a possibility, you know.
I mean, like
You get that,
it could be 9-4, right?
practice.
If Lucian do get that second pistol round, then
True.
yeah, it's gonna be 9-4, and then if they don't throw that round away, it could be a 9-5, and you can kind of work on that momentum to try to get more rounds under you, and you make your teammates, or rather your opponents, kind of panic when you get a lot of rounds in the back, because it just feels like nothing is going their way.
Prepare for hellfire.
Ooh, that is a huge orbital strike coming out from Rev. Kage and Mateus, sit down. He said it, sit down. Liquid still has full control of the back of B. He's just waiting for the smokes. What a transition on the chips there. It's only going to leave it to the one more. Looking at the tunnel of death, and Liquid doesn't even need to flinch. Gets a quick head onto Kenser and ending this first half into a 9-3. That was just amazing control with that crosshair placement from Chips.
Yeah, but that was definitely a good combination coming up from both the Cypher and the orbital strike coming up from the Brim. They step over the tripwire. They know that there's someone that's gonna have to push past the hooker. He pushes through the smoke. He dies to the Cypher. If he stays in the hooker, he dies to the orbital strike. So you're in a lose-lose situation, whatever the case it is. So really good relay of information as well as teamwork to get that off. And the thing about FPS games is that the moment you get that first frag in, it doesn't matter whether or not you're facing a strong team. Getting that additional man advantage works so well for you.
Ooh.
Oh.
Illusion are going for an aggressive push on B long. It's gonna get spotted out here. They do actually get a kill onto Xfire, so this is gonna leave it in the 4 versus 5. But information was taken, so they know now that there's possibly 3 people still on B long. Okay, they're gonna try to get the kills on the spawn here, and Maxi's locked the one down. He just has to hit a couple of more of his shots. Kage with a renegade bullet gets the head, but this is gonna be a 3 versus 1 for him. Beautiful segregation. They even spot out the last man, Spiko, and this is a very, very uphill battle for him. He throws out the paranoia to get more coverage onto the site, but it only delayed the inevitable, which is him dropping down and bowing to his opponent.
Yeah, I gotta be honest here. I didn't really like the way that Illusion was pushing on the B long side, or rather the way that they kind of dealt with the push, because they put 3 members onto long, or 2 members onto long, try to push in, 2 members secure A. And the thing about pushing B long is, yes, they did manage to get the frag, but then you leave your B side so exposed. And if you're gonna push B long, then at least have 4 members there. So when you go for the retake, you have more members. You still have 1 person holding the A in case it's a fake. Yeah, I can see where the idea behind the push was. I just didn't really like the execution.
Might I also add that Illusion force spot on that round. So this means that Esquire knows how much money the opponents have, and that's why we're seeing Esquire have a little bit more. Mateus, he tried to just stand still in front of the inside the smoke, but they heard the of the Cypher cage, and that already spelled his death. And now with the Omen being knocked out, Esquire is just like, yeah, let's run straight to B. We know that there's gonna be a man down, and it's probably gonna be 2 or possibly even 3 people on A. And the rotation is just on point. They hear the teleporter, but it's gonna at least lock down one of the members here, and Kenser is getting hit through the wallbangs. Yeah, nobody is safe on teleporter. There's so many wallbang angles there, and beautiful shot from Kenser. Gonna spot one more, but in that range, Judge does not dictate the pace. It's always going to be the Phantom, and this is looking very grim now for Illusion.
Yeah, Xquire just trying to play a little bit greedy there, sending 2 members on CT, got punished for it. By the end of the day, Musgon is just gonna clean that round up for Xquire, and it's gonna be 11-3 in the favor of the former. Illusion now having their backs against the wall after that forced buy in the first round, and I wouldn't say forced buy, but a full buy on the first round. Although they are able to buy up right now, what is the play that they should make as well? Because at this point in the game, they, so far, whatever they have tried to pull off on both defending and attacking side have been completely shut out by Esquire.
I don't know what they can really do here. I mean, exactly, you said it already. Everything that they've tried to do has been, thwarted.
Yeah. It's like slow pushes, denied, trying to rush through the smokes, completely shut down, sneaky play shut down, lurkers getting caught out by opposite lurkers as well.
I honestly don't know anymore what they can try to do here. It's also just like Esquire is on a whole different level in terms of, overall skill and tactics. Beautiful sprint transfer there. Liquid does drop to 20 HP, but it shouldn't matter anymore. It's the hunting part. They even drop the spike. They don't want to plant it. They just want to hunt and put more pressure onto Kenzer. He gets spotted out. Only has the pew pew bang bang, which is the frenzy. But that's not enough to overwhelm 5 outstanding members of Esquire, and now we are already on that match point. This looks very grim. I don't think there's much chance anymore for Illusion here, but it seems like they are buying weapons. Can we actually press that tab? There's a visual bug right now. The overhead icons for the weapons aren't actually the ones that they really buy.
Yeah.
But to press the tab button to see what they really have in terms of weaponry. There we go. Double op though.
Yeah, I guess it's... Yeah, so finally, the Hail Mary. Waited for this round to say that, but a little bit of an off shot coming from Maxi. No mistake there, shutting out Cage. They do manage to get the refrag coming in from Chips, but Cypher Cage is going to stop them and the push of a shot. Meanwhile, Chips looking down onto Showers. The Smoker is going to give him a little bit of time for the reload. Not that it kind of matters at this point. He's trying to wait for the right time to push right through. Oh, Ref! Going for the spray down through the smokes. Does catch Chips out. It's 3v3. Omen getting shut down. Mask on. Going for the heal onto his own Cypher. And Esquire. They managed to get the bomb plant and... Yeah, Illusion. This is going to be a hard retake. Although Ram, he might make a case for Illusion right here in what could be the final round. Spot on the Cypher. Sprays right through the smoke. Gonna drop the Molly just to heal himself up. Liquid, no mistakes there coming up from the Vandal. Hit shot right onto Kenzer. Holding up the copy, and Marcel is gonna get the frag in. The moment he spots the barrel, he knows that's the call. And yeah, Esquire 13-3, the most one-sided game that we have seen so far in today's matchups.
Yeah, definitely nothing I could say more about that. It just seems that Esquire was leaps and bounds in terms of utility on that one. Really just manhandled their opponent's Illusion. I mean, it even shows in the KEA, Kage was the only buddy who was able to break the 2-digit kill mark, and everyone else just kind of faltered in between. Everybody from Esquire just stepping up their game. Maxi surprisingly actually has only 9 frags, but to his respect, he wasn't really the entry fragger. It was Spyco who was definitely hurting his opponents, especially on defense. He was just peeking out, aggressive, and nobody really wanted to challenge him because of how well utilized the flashes were from this Phoenix.
Yeah, I gotta say that there was a fresh breath of air coming up from Esquire, because they were playing against People Rex with a complete different choice of agents. I think obviously the Cypher is pretty much the same, but let's take a look at the replay and see just how Esquire did and how did they manage to stomp their opponents here. So we start off with a bit of an entry play coming in from Illusion. Didn't really work out. Elbow fight here between Rev and a Kage. And then, you're just, Maxi just going ham with those jet knives, like you said. And this is a little bit of an awkward moment for both Ram and the Brim, shoulder to shoulder. And then they kind of figured out, oh, okay, there's someone pushing through the smokes. And this is just that orbital strike coming from Kage. Yeah, I think the rest are just fast picks of Esquire.
That was so weird. Like, Kage wasn't even flash, and he saw the bullets in front of him. So I was wondering why he didn't shoot his opponent there. He just like met him, and I don't know what happened.
Yeah, I don't know. I felt like the playstyle coming from Illusion just didn't really work against a disciplined team like Esquire. And this could have been a different situation if they were playing on split. Although I think if they were, Esquire still would have had the upper hand because they are such a defensive team as compared to Elusive on Split, where they're pushing through smokes even though they're in the defending end. They play a little bit risky on both sides. So I guess one thing we can both take away from this game is, I think Esquire as a team, they pretty much know the roles, and the fact that they are such a defensive team makes it hard for attacking teams to just punish them because of how disciplined they are in just holding the spots, holding the angles, and making sure they punish any aggressive plays.
Hang on, I'm trying to pop out the brackets again on my end just to see.
That's fine. We'll put it on the screen, right?
Nothing got us. Okay, never mind.
So there we have it. That was the losers grand finals there, or not grand finals, losers finals between Esquire and Illusion. But well, congratulations to Esquire, because now they have one more shot in what seems to be a rematch between them and HyperX in the grand finals, which will be a best of 3.
Yeah, so people might say that HyperX got this, but now because it's going to be a best of 3, there's a different dynamic here where Esquire has some time to breathe even if they lose game 1. And aside from that, I'm not actually sure about how we're going to be selecting the maps, but if we have more than just bind, there's more chances for Esquire to play this ever so differently.
I mean, even on bind, we saw a complete different, I wouldn't say completely different, but a change in lineup as well as agent choice when they were playing against Elusive, or rather Illusion. So I think the first round against HyperX, they might be testing something out. They know that even if they lose and they do manage to win the lower brackets, they can still come back up. So that could have been a test round for both teams, just to try out and feel their opponents out as to the agent's choice, the way they play, which side they like to attack. So even if they play on bind, we could see a complete different playstyle and results coming out from these two teams.
Agreed.
And
maybe we'll see something different, like you said. Yeah.
And the fact that they're playing on best of 3, like you said, means even if they lose or win on bind, we might see. I think it's gonna be Ascent. I really don't think either teams will play on Split, because given how both HyperX and Esquire are defensive teams in their own respect when they're playing on the defensive side, Split is just going to be a nightmare for the attacking team as compared to the exciting round which we saw between Illusion and Elusive, where they were pushing through smokes, no respect for utilities, pulling all those insane headshots and individual playstyles. Whereas if you get two teams that are very defensive and very disciplined, we won't see that sort of situation happen. We might, but I highly doubt so. Not on Split, I believe. So it's more likely that we're gonna see a binding pick, because it's one of the most stable maps out there, and an Ascent or even a Haven. But I don't think Split. Split is too much of a gamble, especially if you know you're gonna be starting on the attacking end.
Yeah, I mean, I've got nothing else to add to that. You've got it locked down, so I can only look forward to. No, don't worry about it.
Nah, just having a little bit of fun there. But yeah, this is the thing about Valorant, is that we only got 4 maps on the hand. In the best of 3, if you go to a third map, you pretty much played every single one of them. So yeah, that's pretty much about it. But before we go into our short break before the long-awaited grand finals, I'm here to inform you once again that it's not only the winners of this competition that will walk away with something. You guys at home can also stand a chance to win something for yourselves with this free giveaway